Hello everyone, and welcome to Homunculus Hotel. This is a choose-your-own-adventure visual novel game where we're going to help some people understand their dreams and find their way. So, let's jump right into it. Love this music. Homunculus Hotel. A place in which people find refuge from the world's dangers and uncertainties. They come here looking for a safe place, one that could help them get better. I like that. Let's help people get better. That's why all the rooms are always occupied by someone. And you can see them walking through the corridors, or having a lonely breakfast. Passing by the courtyard, each of them alone. Oh, that's sad. The day when I first came here seems so distant now. I'd heard that the rooms of this hotel could show the guests' most personal and intimate dreams. Dreams from the past, dreams of possible futures, dreams of fears or desired achievements. But I could never see mine. So I decided that, instead, I would help others understand their rooms and whatever they contain. Mine has become a solitary existence, maybe because of this job. I get to talk with lots of people during the day since my schedule is filled with meetings. But then, in evenings such as this one, I find myself alone in my room. And, unable to resist the forceful waves of memories, I let myself go. And yearn for your company. It's quite the start, isn't it? Isabelle, isn't the sky beautiful today? It is. You're not even looking. Those shades of blue. Clouds gently floating. Oh, look! There's a butterfly flying over there. I envy them so much. And why is that? Well, I'd like to be as free as they are. Flying all around. Free to be as I am. But you are free. We can do whatever we want. I don't know. When I look around myself, I see that no one is truly free. We make cocoons with all of our certainties. We accept what is comfortable and become blind to our dreams. But it's not our fault. The world is changing for the worst, building traps. Having company is enough to be happy. A good job can make us enjoy life. And by believing these lies, we slowly kill ourselves. Oh! The memories of you are impressed deeply in my mind. When we met, we were together. When you left. And as soon as the memory gets clearer, it suddenly fades. Ooh, that looks like the same butterfly cup. And here I am again, in this hotel room. How ironic is it that I can help others, but not myself? I want to see my own dreams so badly. But all I have are mementos. Of you. Of all the people that meant something to me. I wonder if, someday, one of these keepsakes will make a difference. Oh, we can click on them. Okay. Start with the mug. This mug is so old. It's one of the few things I managed to bring here with me. And it takes me back to the sweet memories of our breakfasts together. I miss those mornings so much. Sometimes I childishly ask myself if they will ever come back. Just a normal lamp with the hotel's name written in gold on its base. Its light is perfect. Not too strong, not too weak. It makes me think of someone who had no need for such a little lamp. Yasu. Oh. Wonder who Yasu is. For he had the vastness of a field. The sweet sound of the wind as he gazed towards the horizon. Oh, we're gonna find out, I guess. Reveries of an autumn afternoon. Ooh. I wonder if this is one of the 6 stories. I wake up early in the morning with a headache. Not the best way to start the day, I guess. The light that comes from the window is soft, pale, and my body finds it difficult to get up. But it has to. I have to. So I force myself, lift myself up, rub my hands on my face, and get mentally ready for this new day. The first floor's corridor. It's been a while since I started working here. I was worried at first. The idea of a hotel that offers a support service to the guest seems, well, strange. But I grew confident with it, both with the idea and the job itself. I just have to visit and then spend some time with some of them. Nothing too stressing. So here I am now. Ooh. Me, myself, and I. I'm pretty cute. I'd agree. I never get tired of this one. Every time I see her tender smile, I get reminded of what elegance is. To work and live like that, I'm a little envious. I could never. Too clumsy. That's okay, I guess. In the end, we are who we are. A portrait of the hotel's director. Always elegant, always radiant. She's such a classy woman. I wonder how she does it. Okay, ooh, let's talk to the dog. The director's dog. Her name is Apple. Aww. Seems like she was waiting for me. Should I pet her? Of course. She barks happily. Alright, well, let's start with room 101. As I open the door and enter, I find myself in Yasu's vast field. He is right there, next to me, looking at the horizon. Hello, Mr. Yasu. How are you today? Well, I'm not great. I feel a little more tired than usual. I was wondering if it was already time for a meeting, Miss Isabelle. Thank you for coming today. There's no need to thank me. It's my job, after all. I know. But I still think I should thank you. Thank you for thanking me, then. You said you were feeling tired? Still up all night? Seems I can't fall asleep. The scenery is too beautiful. Oh, this reminds me. There was a sparrow last night. It was flying right above my head. And strangely, it never reached land. Do you wish to fly away? It's a dream from my past. Back when I was still a child. When you look outside a window at that age, you just wish you could be outside, flying in the sky. But then when you get older, the earth becomes your world. The soil is where you feel most comfortable. I'm 60 now, and I've had many weights on my shoulders. I see flying as a way to escape from whatever bad situation you are in. I tried to do that, but I guess I'll never know if I succeeded. But it's okay. There are many artists who never saw their work being spread around the world. Is the result more important than the fight itself, I wonder? Something tells me you succeeded. You are a strong-willed and good man. Who knows? Our world is brutal, Isabelle. No matter how many tears you shed, it won't be gentle with you. Think about this. When you are a kid, well, you spend all your time playing. Then you grow up. You have to study to get good grades. You need good grades to find a good job to have a good life. It's a struggle. It's also why we can't dream of flying. You know, after school, many years ago, I used to see a group of bankers. Their backs were bent. I understood then that life is a struggle for everyone. Isabelle, have you ever felt like you're a floating weed, calmly drifting on the pond's surface? I'm not sure I follow. What do you mean? You see, I've been on the edge of two opposites for all my life. I had to work for someone else, but I could always do what I wanted to. For me, a floating weed is someone that can live between freedom and slavery, peacefully. Someone tied to earth and yet floating on water. Yet, you dream of a field. Do you think these two things are connected? Maybe. I still feel the weight of the past. No matter how much time I spend here, it still haunts me. But the more I explore myself, the more this sensation abandons me. Maybe you only have to accept it and let it go so that peace may come. Yes, I'm now sure of this. It's strange. Thinking about all these memories made me feel better. Way better, thanks to your help. Thoughts are slowly disappearing. In the end, it's useless to feel bad. I can't turn back the time. So I might as well move on and find my own peace. So, I think I'm ready. Oh. Are you sure? Yes. I finally am. I want to move beyond. You see? The field is still. Oh. No wind. Not anymore. I was just waiting for you. To say goodbye properly. To tell you how I feel. And to thank you once again. So, thank you, Isabelle, for all the help. And I hope you find your dream soon. Oh. It's interesting. Feels like the work she's doing is a bit like a psychologist almost. She's helping others understand themselves better. Let's try this rose. See whose story this is. These flowers always remind me that they used to fill our home. I remember when, each day after breakfast, we tended to them. It's because of you that I keep them here. They give me strength, like you used to. These flowers always remind me that they used to fill our home. It's the same thing. Okay, so that one doesn't actually lead us to a story. I guess let's do the journal. It's too early to write today's entry. Okay. Calendar. Time passes. Days go by. Here on this calendar are written the appointments of last month. All these people, all their dreams, marked on paper and into my memories, indelible. Yasu and Claire on the first floor. Julie and Stefan, who occupy the second. Kim and Takeshi on the third. Most of them have been my patients for a long time. Others have merely been a fleeting encounter. But regardless, they've all been very important to me. Yes, it does seem like Yasu. They had a long relationship. Alright, well, let's try this. I used to take lots of photos here in the hotel. Every time I look at them, I'm reminded of how precious the time spent here was. Most of the people captured in these pictures are gone. Yet, here they smile happily at me. I wonder if all this time I've just been trying to make them permanent. To preserve them for all eternity. Maybe that's also why I stopped taking pictures. What are these books? Some books and graphic novels that I really care about. All these pages remind me of Claire. Oh, Claire's on the second floor. Or first floor. She used to read a lot. Every day, she worked on her various projects. She was a huntress, constantly on the search for new ideas and images. Of all the memories I have of her, there's one I hold dearly. Last morning I saw her. Oh, we're gonna go somewhere. Wandering on both sides of the blade. Today seems like it could be a good day. I woke up with your face in my mind, so I'm sure I dreamt of you. Once again, I'm thinking about our memories together. And when I do, I always feel a mixture of happiness and melancholy. And somehow the day feels less heavy. Today, the first floor is empty. Usually the director's dog is here, but maybe today she's with her. Also, no guests around. It's so lonesome. What if this is the same text? It's me. I may have gotten a few new wrinkles. Being older seems to fit me quite well. Okay, so the text for that one changed. We did that door last time, so let's do this door. This should be Claire's room. The green colors. The film stocks, books and notebooks that fills Claire's room seems to have increased. The room has never been particularly neat, but now it's worse than it ever was. Good morning, Claire. How are you today? Oh, Isabelle, it's terrible. Terrible. I can't work. I can't even write a single line. Look at this. I was only able to scribble some notes. Not even a description or a dialogue. I just wrote, Maria's house, interior, afternoon. But then? What could happen? I don't know. I can't concentrate at all. What's the matter? Is something distracting you? I don't know. Maybe. But I have no clue of what it could be. What about your dream, though? I've noticed the room is getting quite cramped. Do you think so? I didn't notice. You sure? You know I don't want to intrude too much. I'm just worried. It's okay if you don't want to talk about it, though. I don't really feel like talking about it. But please, could you stay here? I appreciate your company. Lately, I've had this idea. To chase the beauty I feel. I don't plan much these days. I just follow my thoughts. Sitting at rest, not known. Sitting at rest, know not to discuss the shortcomings of other people. Setting out on a journey, fully appreciate the beauty of the Dragon River. It's a passage from Soul Mountain by Yao Jingjian. It perfectly captures how I feel, but lately, I easily get interrupted. Has it ever happened before? No. Well, to be honest, I don't remember that well. Maybe it did. But that doesn't change anything. I still don't know what to do. I can't help but think that I can't make it. Not alone, at least. Oh, wait. So you think that with others you could? Is this what you mean? I can't make a movie by myself. I need the help of others. I need to work with other people. Why don't you make something different then? Like a novel, for example. I don't know. I made movies all my life. I don't know if I'd be capable. And I think that people should stick to their occupations. If you're a director, you direct. If you're a writer, you write. But maybe it doesn't have to be like that. I'll think about it, I guess. But anyway, you know, I'm sorry if I don't talk about my dreams. I have a bad relationship with them. Since I was little, I feared dreams. Why? What is it that frightens you? Ever since I was born, people used to say that it's useless to chase dreams. That if you do that, you'll end up with nothing. I tried to go against that. I made the films I wanted to make. I forced myself to believe in them. But eventually, everyone ends up abandoning them. And I stopped chasing mine. Put my abilities into labels. I started trusting producers. I lost the love of my life. So, now I want to take the old me back. But, I'm sorry, I know it's sad. I always try to smile. But the truth is that I lost all my hope. You'll find it. I'm sure of this. And then you'll be able to write again. Thanks, Isabelle. Really. You made me remember how much I enjoyed drawing. When I was young, you know. So I thought, well, why not start drawing again? So I will just try. And finally find some motivation. Actually, not bad advice regarding motivation. And, well, I took my decision. And I feel it's time. I understood that, well, these projects will never end. As long as I go on, they'll just keep piling up. So, it's time to focus on the last one and say goodbye to them and to you. Thank you. You were the kindest person. I'll hold you in my heart. Do I really want to go to sleep? No, not yet. Maybe I'll take another look around. These stars always remind me that we used to fill our home. Okay, it's still the same text. I think this is the same text again. Yeah. I think it is time to sleep. So I believe I've clicked on everything else. Yes, let's go to sleep so we can start the next day. Since I came here, each day has had the same routine. Wake up, let the workday flow, get back to my room. But now that I think about it, things weren't any different before. Thanks to Yasu and Claire, though, I remembered that repetition can mean peace. A peaceful existence. One that enjoys the stillness of and dedication to personal thoughts and preservation. Perseveration? I'm not sure what that word is. When I think about my life before arriving in the hotel, or even my life as a whole, I only now realize that these simple truths escaped me, slaving away for a company that didn't respect me. Even though you were always there, reminding me to be sincere. And once again, I lose myself into reveries about you. You know what? I love having breakfast with you. It feels so peaceful for once. What do you mean? Well, you know. Lately it's been pretty stressful. You say that because of me? No, it's just... You've been feeling down and I'm worried. You don't have to be. It's not your fault after all. I'm just so tired. I know, but you are so miserable. Please don't pity me. I get enough of that at work. Then maybe you should do something different. What? Is this what it's about? I only want what's best for you, you know that. If your job doesn't make you happy, then enough. I know what you're trying to say. I shouldn't pretend to be understood. No, I understand. You know I do. I love you so much. Been interesting her dreams are in full color compared to everything else. At one point, we started arguing a lot. A struggle was hidden somewhere every day. There was not only one elephant in the room. They filled the whole apartment. It's true. I couldn't stand the idea of you doing that kind of job. Of you getting involved with different people each night. Of putting yourself at risk, even though it was freeing for you. I know you desired it more than anything else, but was that really worth it? Even now, it's difficult for me to think that you didn't suffer. But I'm left with no answers. I don't know how you truly felt. At first, we used to talk a lot, discussing everything that happened between us. Then, with time, we stopped, as we got more and more involved with our own things. I know I could have been a better partner. I could have tried to understand you better. Now I can't do more than remembering and go on throughout the days. Without you. Well watered today, too. Are you watering yours, I wonder? Or do you even keep flowers anymore? Are you even still alive? Oh god, that's too sad, I can't. Each time I look at the appointments of the month and the names written on the calendar, I think about their voices. What stories they had to tell. What lives I could see through their recallings. And among them, the images and words of Julie's first session still ring in my mind heavy. Thanks to her, I can see a light shining when the path becomes too dark for me. Ooh, we're off to see someone else. Fleeting family ties. Sometimes I observe the hotel's courtyard. It's almost empty in the early mornings, and the soft breeze that caresses me helps me concentrate and get mentally ready for the day. It's in moments like these that I can think more straightly, in which I don't lose myself through memories, and in which I miss you the most. There's a cat. And here I am. The second floor. The light here is always so smooth, so calming. Ironic, since the rooms here are the heaviest emotionally for me. Yeah, no kidding, look at all those scratches on that door. But let's talk to the cat first. I have to encounter this cat when I come here. The director told me he has no owner. I wonder where he comes from. Should I pet him? Of course. Ow, he scratched me. Oh, what a mean cat. I think this clock is as old as this place. I always have the impression that I could break it by just touching it. And sometimes I'm tempted to do it. Maybe another time, though. Ooh, what's this? Breakfast for 2. Something about this makes me feel so lonely. Someone was abandoned and poured all of their feelings into these cups. We'll take the nice-looking door first. Room 203. Until some weeks ago, it was occupied by a young man. It has been vacant for some time, and then Julie arrived. As I enter Julie's room, I find myself in what appears to be a real nightmare. Are all these her? I recognize the true one, though. Her expression tells it all, really. Rapidly, I sit next to her. Good morning, Julie. How are you today? Hi, Isabelle. What am I supposed to say? Just how you're feeling now. Yeah. But how do I say this? Go on, don't worry. I barely know you. I, only know your name. You're here to work. It's a little awkward. No offense meant, of course. None taken. Does this situation make you uncomfortable? A little. Yes. Sorry. Don't worry. Let's try talking a little, okay? Okay. So, what exactly should we talk about? Like, my past? What I'm thinking now? Whatever you want. But since you mentioned it, tell me of your past. This is actually a really solid way to build rapport with a client psychologically. Very good writing. Okay, where do I start? I've always been an only child. My parents were very kind, but also strict. You know, they cared a lot about grades and such. On people's impressions. A classic, right? But, well, that's how they were. Everything was about good grades and nice smiles. You know, all work and no play. May I ask you, how was your life before the hotel? Do you feel like talking about it? My life before. I worked in a wonderful office. Had a wonderful husband. In a wonderful city. All very wonderful. Yes, right? I've always wondered, how did I get there? You know, one moment before everything was average. And then everything was wonderful. What happened? It's strange. I try to remember, but I can't. Funny, right? When we try to remember the most important things, we just can't. And all that's left are the stupidest things. But maybe it's just how life is. Things simply happen. Without any reason. Without any meaning. They happen. And that's all. That's how you end up where you are. At one point you wake up and realize, oh, I'm here. It's difficult for me, you know? I'm not used to making decisions. Usually, I just do what others tell me to do. Can I ask you why? I don't know. Usually people tell me what I should or should not do. And I follow their advices. It's nothing particularly strange. Or is it? Depends on how you feel about it. Does it make you feel bad? Well, sometimes, yes. It's suffocating. I find myself living a life that isn't mine. Talking with people I don't love. Doing things I don't understand. But always with a smile on my face. Do you think this relates to your dream? It could, yes. I can't understand how. I mean, I used to smile a lot. And loved cinema, but what could this mean? I really don't get it. I'm scared. What do you think about your room then? How does it make you feel? Well, it makes me anxious. Nervous. Sorry, I try to laugh, but it's difficult. Don't worry, you don't have to force yourself. Yeah, I'll try. I'll use me. Remind me of a bad time in my life. No, Isabelle. I lived a pretty lonely life. I mean, it was a wonderful one. Nothing really bad ever happened. Yet I can't help but wonder, was it really mine? Or was it someone else's? Following others' orders, desires, advices. Yes, I had a wonderful husband, but does that matter when you can barely see him? Yes, we had a wonderful house, but does that matter when you can barely live in it? Work, 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 work. Only work. All day, every day. Repetition of work, earn money, spend them. We wanted 2 children, you know? But how could I give birth in such a world? There's too much hate all around. Too much division. Too much loneliness and abandonment. Life was barely tolerable for me. How could I ever possibly bring a new life to a place like this? So I had to refuse. And he left me for someone else. And I accepted it. With a sweet smile on my lips. I hate myself for that. I hate these stupid smiles. How can people like me live life in such a way? How can we just accept? What was wrong with me at that time? Maybe this other me are all the times I betrayed myself? All the times I smiled? What should I do now? Ooh, that's a heavy one. I think she should learn from all that. Because I think she's starting to understand her dream. And I'm not sure she needs to understand the dream first, before she understands herself. Learn from all that. Well, learn from all that and be true to yourself. That's the best thing we can do. Yeah. Is that the right thing to do? I wonder. Maybe you are right. I should look at my past, study it, understand my mistakes, and then go on with my life. Is it really possible? Can I do it? Do I have that strength? I could try at least. Julie, this hotel is not against you. Even if sometimes it may seem so. It exists for you. For me. For everyone that inhabits these rooms. And this dream, your dream, or how terrifying or dark it may be, is here to help you understand yourself. Change yourself. Believe in yourself. That's what dreams do. I wonder if that was the full resolution for Julie. It was a tough story. But I guess let's move forward. And I think this is the same... Yeah, it's the same story. Let's click on the lamp. This lamp always reminds me of Yasu's light. Not only the one in his room, but also his inner light. We all have one inside of us. For some it shines brighter, for others it's dimmer. That's what makes us humans. And his reflected the spirit of a wonderful human being. I truly hope he's with his wife now. I'm trying to remember, I think we clicked this to go see Julie? Can't remember now. When I was still a guest here, I used to take many photos of the hotel and the guests. Many of them have left the hotel. And the others? Well, we are not so friendly anymore. Time passes and things change, right? This reminds me. A time ago, Stefan was just like me. That was what we needed to click to go see Stefan. We wanted to listen to people. To know about their life. Even though he often said he didn't care about others. We spent a lot of time with some of the guests. And when I think about him, the words from one of our sessions come to my mind. Looking down into a bottomless pit. Sometimes, as soon as I wake up, I listen to something. Although, usually I go back to the same 2 or 3 songs. The ones that remind me of you. Today it's the turn of Da Qui by Massimo Volume. I haven't heard it in such a long time. But once it starts, I always feel like I'm not alone anymore. Music is powerful that way. Okay. Today there's only one session with Stefan. Good luck to me. Strange to see this cat so calm. Should I pet him? Of course. He scratched me. Oh. The cat really likes scratching people. Alright, into the scratched up door. Room 204. Just looking at it makes me anxious. Deep breaths. Let's prepare. Meet Stefan. Oh boy, that's a room. As usual, Stefan is looking into the mirror. And as always, I wait for him to talk. Whenever he's ready. But it's strange. Today something feels different. Also notice this room is just black and white. There's no color here. Welcome back, Isabelle. How are you doing today? I'm alright. And you? Are you feeling well? You're alright, huh? I can read you like an open book. And you're not. But it's okay if you want to fake it. It's not my business. Knowing that you're sad doesn't satisfy me. Ooh, he's weird. I am not a horrible person, even if you think I am. I just question what you believe in. But, you know. How long do you plan on staying here? Today? Oh? Am I disturbing you? Whatever. Just don't distract me from the mirror. Have you seen something new in it? Always straight to the point, huh? Sometimes I forget that's why you are here. Just to know me. How I feel. How I think. Control me. Ooh, he does not have a very good opinion of us, clearly. And a good psychologist should never be controlling someone. Or, I guess, mental health professional, therapist, whatever. What is it that brought you here? Some kind of advertisement? A friend told you about this place? Was it the possibility to influence other people? Is that how you think about the world? And how you act? Do you let yourself be controlled by others? Is that why you want to control things? Or guide them towards where you want? And as always, you expect to do the same with me. I'm just trying to do my job. You know that. Do your job. These 3 words are an absolute truth. Controlling others while being controlled. Is this what your job is? For you, knowing that you have to listen to others and guide them is enough, right? And I imagine you want me to shut up. But you know I won't. Because this is my time and I can do whatever I want with it. I am controlling you. I decide what to tell you. Depending on your question, I choose how to answer. If I feel like it, I might tell you a story. If I don't, I might just play with you. So, you think that your questions control me, but it's the opposite. You know. I've realized something lately. We are not humans anymore, Isabelle. So, we should just move on. Not care about human things anymore. Let's just give up art, meaning, purpose, satisfaction. Let's just toss away personality, individuality, love, feelings. Let's embrace money, work, technology, property. Let's live to get a nice new house, a new supercar, a new bank account. Let's work and be just that. Our job. Not humans, but a label. We are walking labels. We are musicians, artists, lawyers, accountants, cashiers, street cleaners. All this just to avoid being purposeless. All this sadness and unsatisfaction only to keep walking. So yeah, let's stop pretending being humans anymore. He's angry. This seems like it could be a really interesting line of questioning. This one I think makes more sense based off what he said. Both are really, really good lines of questioning though. Or this one. What makes you think we're not humans anymore? Well, let's put everything on the table. You've seen people pass away. I heard about Yasu and Claire. You know by now what I'm talking about. We won't stay here forever. Because we're all running out of time. The problem is, will we understand ourselves before that time comes? You know this well, don't you? I do, in a way. It's not the same for everyone. You feel it. The pain that won't go away. That haunts you every night. That torments you in your sleep. That reminds you of painful memories. And makes you feel alone. That pain will follow us until the very end. I'm afraid this hotel can't avoid that. Oh, that's intense. I can see what she meant when she said that the second floor was her most stressful room, or floor to deal with. All these books. I'll never grow a collection as huge as Claire's, but it's always nice to remember that we shared an interest. I hope she's still reading wherever she is now. Okay, so I'm wondering, this was Yasu, this is Claire. This took us to Julie, which seems a little strange, and then this took us to Stefan. So I wonder if this will take us, like, either Kim or Takeshi, and then this one to the other? We'll see. But I think it's time to end today. Yes. Let's go to sleep. Time for another dream, I'm sure. I'm not used to question myself. That's why Stefan always scared me so much. I couldn't stand his questions or anything he had to say to me. I've always known that what he said was the truth, and that's why I didn't want to listen. It's the same thing you did, telling me the truth about the world. And I pointed out all my mistakes, clearly. Talking with Julie was more pleasant, but still. Nonetheless, it was difficult. And I realized that as she confronted her memories, I confronted mine. And all my questions were not for her, but for myself. Still, can't help but being scared by her too. By the intentions behind her words. By the possibilities that hid in her past. By what she decided to tell me and what she didn't say. Maybe both with Stefan and Julie, what isn't said is worse than what has been. Listen, Isabelle, I thought about it and I think it's better if we break up. Yeah, I figured as much. I'm sorry, but I can't go on like this. Is it about your job? Partly. You know how important it is for me. Yeah, it's more important than me, I know. Why do you always have to compare it to yourself? This thing is not about you. I told you a billion times. How could it not be about me too? Do you know how it feels? It feels to know you're out with someone else? For money? Every night? And I'm here alone? Okay, I'm wondering, yeah, if she sex worker or escort. I don't care if it's just a job. I just don't want to feel like this anymore. So yeah, do whatever you want. Just leave me alone. It's not for money. I really can't understand. Ooh. Then we left each other, like many do at some point. Things start and then eventually they reach an end. This is what I've tried telling myself for a lot of time. Now it's too difficult. Too heavy. I can help others to sustain themselves and be better, but I really can't help myself. Yeah, that's why it's important that people who sort of are in the profession of helping others have their own support system. Very important. Alright, let's start this way and head this way, because I suspect this and this will take us to people today. So let's sort of click on everything other than those two. Reminds me of Yasu's light. Okay. So I think these might state the same thing. We're just gonna check them. Yeah. Stefan. Even though he has always scared me, I still worry about him a lot. Hope he's in a good place now. Dear Julie, time passes endlessly. Sometimes slowly, others too rapidly. I often can't keep track of it. But I hope you can value your own time now. Alright, so I was right. These two objects will take us someone. Let's do the flower first. I think this is going to take us to Kim. Ooh. Yes, I was right, Kim. Young like a blooming flower. So was Kim. Tormented by love, like me. Both hoping for a better future. On the occasion of remembering a haunting love. Sometimes I wake up with only one thought in my mind. Work is a pain, and it's sad that we can't just wake up and live. It's sad that life itself, for how hard it can be, can't be seen as our job. That I have to wake up, go out, and confront a work schedule. What are we becoming? A silent day on the 3rd floor. It always kind of creeped me out. Page torn from a notebook. It says, I loved, I lost, I abandoned. Time won't bring back my past, only my memories and dreams will. And it's up to me to forget or to move on. Living is only up to me. A letter is scribbled as a footnote. R. Ooh, what's this? There used to be a painting here. I tried to ask it to the director, but she never answered. Could it bring back a painful memory? A broken vase. These flowers are fake, so why is there water on the ground? It is unusual. I click. It says Takeshi's jacket. I wonder how much time has passed since the last time I saw him wearing it. He used to keep things and then forget about them. Or maybe there's a purpose in not using them. Is this thought stupid? Who knows? Another thing that I'd be curious to see with another playthrough is if it matters which door I click on. If a door's assigned to a specific person, or because I've triggered the start of, in this case, Kim's story, I could click on either door and it would take me to Kim's story. That's a really interesting question. We'll continue the trend though. We'll start on the left side. Oh, that's Takeshi's room, okay. They tricked me this time. This is room 305, Takeshi's room. Seems to be elsewhere. But is he really? He often is so distracted that he doesn't hear me calling him. Ah, so no, it won't let you go in if it's the wrong door. So, I wonder if they were expecting you to do Kim last then. Alright, well, let's go talk to Kim. Whenever I enter Kim's room, I find her longing for her past, as I am. And I envy her a lot, since she's still able to see her lover through the dream. Oh! Hi, Isabelle! Hello, Kim. How are you feeling? Is everything alright? Well, it's strange. I feel like a broken record, as if I'm divided between different tunes. playing separately. This background music is very interesting. Totally detached and yet close to each other. There's noise all around. And then music. Noise again. And I just... What is it? Usual, Isabelle? I'm wondering. Are you thinking about him? Well, no. Not today, at least. But now that you mention him, sometimes I still wonder what he's doing. You know, like, where is he now? What is he doing while I'm here? How is he feeling? How does that make you feel? Well, it's interesting at times, because I can imagine infinite possibilities. I picture them in my mind. I visualize the colors, the rooms he moves through, the various looks in his eye, the words he says. Everything becomes more beautiful than reality itself. In these moments, I understand what love is about. To find someone dear to you, and be interested in their existence, in what they could do, or be, or say when you're not with them. Who they could become in the future. Or even who they will be when you'll be meeting them in a few hours. I realize these thoughts can become stories, but, well, is it right to do so? Is it right to put someone's life into words? Do I have the right to tell someone's secrets? Well, don't all novelists write about other people? Yeah, maybe, but I don't. I prefer to write about me. It's easier, more sincere. To write about others means to invade other people's space. I can't write about someone without their permission. It's like murdering them to me. There's something awfully cruel in doing that. As if it was a profanation of sorts. Something's broken inside of me. Half of my heart feels anxious. The other half longs for him. I can't decide which part I should follow. Should I surrender to love? Or should I look at myself? Am I a feeling? Or am I just me? It's so difficult to understand. The notes in my head keep repeating themselves. Broken. Redundant. His caresses are both a curse and a blessing. Mostly because it's not him. But only a shade of my memories of him. As I remember his touch over my skin, or his eyes glancing at me, or the curtain slowly moving next to us. I feel alive once again. This is only a dream. I wonder how helpful we were to her just then. I don't feel like we were particularly helpful. This mug always gets boiling hot when I pour something into it. Like being made of cold ceramic doesn't factor in even slightly. Just like Takeshi. Pulled a moment before and bubbling within the bat of an eyelash. Expiration date. A calm day. While looking outside the window, abandoning myself to the emptiness, I feel a strange heaviness inside of me. I can't go on drinking. The third floor. The emptiest of all. Something that strangely reflects its occupants. Yeah, I think it was expected to do them in the other order, but that's okay. Room 305, Takeshi's room. It always feels a bit cold from outside. To burn with desire. To burn with desire in a cold and windy world. Gently fall on the ground like snowflakes, unique and yet seemingly identical. It has always been strange to talk with Takeshi, because my words never seemed to truly reach him. Somehow he constantly managed to escape from my grasp. I've never been able to entirely capture the image of him. Hello, Takeshi. How are you feeling? What's on your mind today? I've been thinking and observing, as usual. Today the snow fell more ferociously. It seems the dream is changing, which means that I am. And the world is too, alongside me. It's a strange sensation. This snow is warmer. How do you know the world is changing? You can feel it? The world constantly changes, Isabelle. With each second passing, we experience a reality that is different from the previous one. This snow is different from the one that fell before. The universe changes, evolves. It's a shame we don't realize this while living. Every day we walk through our cities, unaware of our own inner changes. We don't have time to think about it. Not anymore. We have to work. We have to constantly run. We are bombarded with images, sounds, thoughts. Everything grows faster day by day. This is part of the change, too. To the point where we can't think about ourselves anymore. Excuse me. As always, I'm losing myself in my preoccupations. Don't worry about that. It's my job to listen to you. That's true. But one must never lose their focus, both in everyday life and while deep in thought. We must pay attention and be focused. And you feel like you're not focused? Sometimes I am, other times I'm not. My mind wanders, and I lose myself halfway through my thoughts, through my feelings, through my sensations. And when I start wandering, everything becomes one. There's no distinction anymore. All things are the same thing. How does that make you feel? Such a psychologist question. Very psychoanalytical of me. Scared. Losing myself is like losing touch with reality. Nothing is the same anymore. Nothing makes me feel anything. I become like this snow, cold and silent. But still, I still hope to find something in here. What might you find? Among all the specters, I catch a glimpse of my future, hidden in this land. But that the only thing that greets me is the tree. From time to time, I pass near it, and that's when I understand I'm walking in circles. But I can't stop. I can't help but follow the world's pace, even though I don't want to. But the snow is turning warmer, right? Yes. Slowly, but it's happening for sure. And maybe one day it will slow down. And I too will be able to change pace. In the end, my struggle is a clash of ideals. To keep on walking, following the growing speed of the world. To stop and fall victim to the world's apathy. When did you start walking? When I was still a child. But I think it's the same for everyone. Especially nowadays, it's impossible not to. We all have to. The world forces us. We are forced to survive. We are forced to work. We are forced to make money. And so we are forced to walk. There's not much we can do about it. That's the sad truth about us. From the moment we are born, we are bound to walk and suffer. Maybe some worse than others, but for sure we will be forced to keep going. We won't be able to get some rest. We won't have the time. because in our modern world, stopping means losing. No one will remember us. No one will care about us. And we won't be able to start walking again. People we love may die. We may lose our way. We may lose ourselves. And yet, we won't be able to stop. This hurts me. It's unjust. But you are right. The snow is getting warmer and warmer. The world still constantly rotates. The universe continues to change. And we still move on. My own desire to follow my own pace, to follow my own thoughts, to not lose myself, to be focused. It may be possible. Oh, it brought me a bit of a feeling of hope. I liked that one. Yes, we want to go to sleep. Of all these memories that came to my mind, all these scenes, all these words, they echo through me, painfully stabbing my very being. When I think about all these people, it's hard to sit still. These memories are too important. I feel it in the hotel's corridors, the people breathing without hope, going through the motions. The focus is cleared and the light turned sharp. Tears burn my eyes and my mind grows weary. Much time has passed since my first day here. How many days have gone by since the last time I saw you? How many since the first time we ever spoke? Should I still think about you? Should I just forget you? How is it that I can tell others to move on, but I can't do that myself? I can't love myself like many others of my generation. I can't find the energy to overcome the thoughts, the preoccupations, the fears. The only thing I can do is lose myself into this void space. And hope. Hope to move on. Hope to see you. To talk with you. At least one last time. Even if it's only a dream. Isabelle. Huh? Is that you? Yes. It's been a long time. But I thought you didn't want to be with me anymore. I know. And I'm sorry. You must understand that. Sorry, I'm suffocating. Oh, that's better now. You always built up all these walls. It was impossible for me to really get in touch with you. So it really was all my fault. No. It's just who you are. And you must understand that I've never accepted it. Just like you never accepted me. I stood there while you became more and more unhappy. You kept wanting to own all of me. We weren't ready to truly see each other. But now, let's just talk about it. Let's put everything on the table. Okay? I missed you all this time. While I was away, I always thought about you. I wanted to... I miss this. I don't know what to say. Remu, so much time has passed. Do you really care about time? You can rewrite it. And go back. At least in here. In your dreams. In my dreams. I always see you. I know. I'm here now. Please, don't leave me. I missed you so much. I won't go anywhere. You told me the same thing once. Remember? Yes. School was almost over. It's a hot summer, and we were together. As usual. Yes, as usual. At that time, everything was simpler. We just had to study. Worries were so far away from us. We met each other just the year before. We're already close. I always thought you had something special within you. And back then, your smile made me so happy. Every day I went to school, it was thanks to that. You are my reason to live. I don't say that lightly. Without you, nothing would have made sense. And that day, all these feelings suddenly spilled. I still remember. You moved towards the door, then stopped. And slowly, you turned toward me. You smiled back at me. You looked so surprised. For someone like me, to be loved by you, really was, yeah. Even when you went away, you just stood there. I don't know why I've never told you that. Do you think our destiny was already set? Maybe. Deep down, I always known I couldn't own you. I knew you were feeling suffocated. I didn't understand. I tried to make you stay in every way possible. Capture you. I knew your work was important to you, but it was holding you together. To me, that couldn't make sense, though. I always thought one day I would wake up alone. Just like your clients. I felt terrible. And in the end, I couldn't love you like I should have. People always thought that. I would be unhappy. Someone couldn't possibly sell their body and still be whole. I know you thought that too. Many times I tried to express my feelings, but I couldn't. I was afraid you would reject me. So I left you first. I dreamt that morning. Ever since. The morning you told me how unhappy you were. And how selfish I was. I know. But in here, we can go back. Wow. Such a simple game. So beautiful. Small team too, I believe. Just 2 or 3 folks made this game. I'm very curious what some of the other options would have led us to. It was a good ending, though. To those struggling to get through the day, thank you for playing. A beautiful game. If you want to check it out for yourself, the link will be down in the description. What a beautiful story. I recommend taking the time to check it out for yourself. Thank you to devs for providing a key, and to the Indie Game Collective for connecting me up with the devs. I'll be thinking about this game for a while.